Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Jacqueline Collen is an American actress, model, artist, and entrepreneur whose career has spanned several creative fields. Born on February 27, 1968, she first gained recognition in the 1990s through her work in television and later became known for her contributions to fantasy art and vintage fashion. Early career Jacqueline began her professional journey as a model, discovered in her late teens in Colorado. She worked in Paris and throughout Europe, appearing in various fashion magazines. Her striking appearance and presence eventually led her to acting, where she transitioned to television in the early 1990s. Acting highlights: she is best known for her starring role as Maeve in the fantasy adventure TV series The Adventures of Sinbad, which aired in the late 1990s. Her character was a strong, intelligent warrior and one of the show's most beloved figures. Jacqueline also made guest appearances in other popular series of the time, including Baywatch, Hercules, The Legendary Journeys, Beverly Hills, 90,210, and Silk Stalkings. Her performances often blended charm with a commanding screen presence. Artistic pursuits: after stepping back from acting, Jacqueline returned to her artistic roots. A passionate visual artist, she began producing fantasy-themed artwork inspired by mythology, fairy tales, and nature. Her creations include paintings, drawings, and handcrafted pieces featuring unicorns, fairies, mermaids, and enchanted forests. Entrepreneurship: Jacqueline is also the founder of Toadstool Farm, a creative brand encompassing her artwork, vintage clothing, home goods, and more. Her vintage business specializes in clothing and accessories from before the 1970s. Curated with a careful eye for beauty and history, she also operates a line of fantasy-inspired bath and body products, further expanding her whimsical brand. Writing and storytelling: a storyteller at heart, Jacqueline has written fantasy fiction, including tales set in historical settings like 19th-century Paris. Her writing combines her love of romance, mystery, and fantasy, often echoing the ethereal style found in her art. Personal life: Jacqueline was previously married to Phil Collen, the guitarist of the rock band Def Leppard, with whom she had a son. She later married Dean Terriley and has a daughter. A lifelong animal lover, she has been closely involved in the care and rescue of animals and is a devoted equestrian, especially fond of her Frisian horse. Legacy: Jacqueline Collen's life is a rich tapestry of creative exploration. Whether on screen, on canvas, or through vintage fashion, she has consistently followed her passions, building a unique and magical world around her. Her career is a testament to following one's artistic spirit across disciplines and time. In addition to her well-known achievements in acting and art, Jacqueline Collen's life reflects a deeper, enduring connection to storytelling, nature, and personal authenticity. She has often described herself as a professional misfit, a title that captures her willingness to walk her own path rather than conform to traditional industry expectations. Childhood and early influences: Jacqueline spent her early years in rural Colorado, growing up on a ranch surrounded by animals, mountains, and forests. This environment left a lasting impression on her and nurtured her imagination. Her childhood was marked by a fascination with myths, legends, and old-world fantasy, elements that would later define her artistic voice. Horses played a major role in her upbringing, not just as companions but as symbols of power, grace, and connection to nature. Transition from Hollywood to art: though Jacqueline found success in Hollywood during the 1990s, her true passion always leaned toward creative expression beyond the camera. As her acting career slowed, she made a deliberate decision to step back from the entertainment industry, feeling disillusioned with its pressures and limitations. This transition was not a retreat but a redirection toward painting, crafting, writing, and building a life that reflected her inner world more honestly. Her departure from acting allowed her to focus fully on fantasy art. Her signature style blends detailed, often romantic imagery with mystical or supernatural themes. Fairies, elven maidens, dark forests, and celestial creatures populate her work. She often uses soft pastels, muted tones, and vintage textures to evoke a timeless, dreamlike mood. Toadstool Farm and vintage culture. Jacqueline's brand, Toadstool Farm, is more than just a store, it's an extension of her fantasy world. Through it, she curates and sells vintage clothing, accessories, books, and home goods. Each item is selected with care and often accompanied by a touch of story.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.